Okay.
Let's make sure nothing's ever sharp or uncomfortable. Nothing's ever sharp. This is the largest lipoma that I've ever attempted to remove. It is huge. Look at this lipoma. He's ready to come out. I'm working on Melissa's lipoma, and with my first incision, it actually made me happy. It's like it pushes its way out. You just make one little cut with your scalpel blade, and it's like it's coming out at you. You don't always know whether they're going to behave, but that initial cut can tell you a lot. I just gotta slowly ease it. Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, it hurts a little bit.
Okay, it hurts because I'm tugging on you.
I can feel Dr. Lee pulling on my insides. It's so uncomfortable.
Let me just back off a little bit. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. When you're numbed locally, we are stopping the pain fibers from firing and going to your brain and telling you that you're experiencing pain. But it's not affecting nerves of vibration, even nerves that are a sense cold or hot. So you can feel that tugging, but you don't feel pain. Sweetie, hold on, I'm getting it. He's just making me work for it. I know I'm pulling on you down deep, but as long as it's not sharp, it should be okay. It's coming. It's like having a baby. Coming, he's coming. I'm trying to get him out of one piece, and he's coming. Just gentle, womanly touch. I might have to take him off in pieces just because I think he's too big. All right, I gotta cut this off. This is too big here. I can't pull the whole thing out one. Yeah, I'm gonna call myself the lipoma whisperer after you. All right, I think it's about half, maybe? Yours is a workout, girl. Okay. And you wouldn't think there was more. So now it's just like the last little tendrils, and if I don't try to get it all, I'm afraid it'll come back, and we don't want to do this again, right?
No.
Oh. Okay, we're getting it. Come on. You got it, we got it all!
All right.
I'm gonna weigh this one for sure.
If I can't get it removed, it would be such a heartbreak.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with the big one first, okay?
The big guy.
Yes. So let's see, I usually do this very gently at first because in case it's a cyst and I've made it mad by injecting on top of it, and sometimes they'll squirt. I think I know what we have here. I'm gonna give it a little squeeze. You got yourself a nice cyst here.
Oh, wow. So what is it coming out like?
Like mashed potatoes.
I love mashed potatoes.
You do?
Was there a lot in there?
Yeah. I think you might have a little bit of a calcified part of the cyst.
Calcified?
Yeah, sometimes they get a little calcified and they're like, they are stiffer. Calcified is when any kind of growth that you have may have a little bit of calcium deposition. It's gonna feel a little bit like stiffer, like almost like little slivers of rock. I gotta remove the sac that contained the mashed potatoes. I think it looks good. We will send it in, but it's definitely an epidermal cyst. They're like butter when they come.
Wow, oh my God, wow.
Taj has steatocystoma multiplex. He's got them all over his body. I just gotta make sure that we take as many of them off as we can with as little irritation and scarring as possible. Get a little pinch, feel it.
Oh. I watched everything that was happening. I had the mirror here, watching stuff come out my skin.
See how they're all different? What's really interesting about steatocystomas is you can have one single person with multiple bumps like this, and out from each of these bumps comes something different.
Oh.
There's another one. You're cute. They range from being really buttery
Oh, man.
to kind of greasier and darker orange in color.
Wow.
I've seen ones that look like the consistency of a rubber band. Oh, sorry, that one squirted. They're fun to remove. They're fun to remove, very satisfying to watch.
Ooh.
Sometimes we do a guessing game. What color is it gonna be?
I think this one might be yellow. Ooh, God, and here it comes. Oh, it looks like a ribbon. Oh my God.
It is a ribbon.
You know how a ribbon is set up like flat but long? It was coming out like that. It was epic. Ooh, man, just look at that.
Good stuff.
That is excellent. Look at that. You know what chitlins look like? They look like that a little bit.
Gross.
Yeah.
Taj was a joy. He was a joy for his personality, and he was a joy for his steatocystomas. They were wonderful pops, and he's definitely gonna be less bumpy. So I'm just gonna try to take it off on your ear itself. Make sure nothing ever hurts, okay? Just take as little of your normal skin as possible. Amber's here, and she has 2 pretty big keloids on both of her ears. Trauma causes keloids, but for me to remove a keloid, I have to cause trauma. So I'm trying to cause as little trauma as possible. It's off. That single keloid was pretty straightforward. It wasn't really attached very much at all, and it was in a good part of the ear that had some stretch, so I could just close that wound side to side. The second ear is definitely going to be more complicated. It has 2 keloids, and there's not a lot of skin to move around. Okay. I'm taking that off. Keloids like to ooze like this. I think they just had such a good blood supply, you know, feeding it.
Yeah.
This one now, again, make sure I'm not hurting you. Okay, let me see. All right, last one. Okay. We gotta get it. There's something that's oozing a little more right there. There's a little vessel that wants to threaten us. It's like, come on, you don't want me. I want to stay here. We will not let you beat us, keloid. We're getting you.
Are those veins and vessels like attached to my ear or anything?
I mean,
they're
they're all
just
attached to you,
Right.
but you don't need them. They're the end of the organ, but
Oh,
they're
right.
just making it difficult for us to take it off without getting squirted or anything or making a mess. All right, I'm done with it. This is the biggest cyst that I've ever seen. This is the standing world record of Dr. Pimple Popper's biggest cyst ever. Okay, this might get wet. That's a cyst, did you see that? All right, we're gonna have to squeeze it. All right, you ready? Get this cyst out of your system here.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
That is a lot of cyst.
Oh, my God.
That's like oatmeal. What is that face for?
I'm just...
What were you doing with a cyst this big?
don't know.
Walking around with
There.
this. I'm gonna look at oatmeal differently now.
I never really liked oatmeal to begin with.
All this is skin cells. This is all skin cells that are just shed.
What does that mean, though?
Like maybe you had an injury, maybe something hit this and traumatized it and some of your skin got stuck underneath
Okay.
and it started to shed into the sac, and that's what all this is. It's just wet, dead skin cells that shed from you. You can feel him, he's right on the surface there. All the structures that we're worried about are all deeper. Actually, a lot of them are under muscle. I don't intend to go anywhere under any kind of muscle. But the only issue I have is that if this has been partially removed before, it's sometimes there's scar tissue and it's stuck to you. Bring down, you see it. I think it's like a little eyeball of fat. And how are you doing over there?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Are you sure? Don't fool with me here. This is
No,
not
I'm
the
totally
time to
fine.
fool with me. Okay. So I'm just gonna reach around because I want to use my fingers because they're obviously not sharp and I can feel around and try to loosen around it. When I'm probing deeper in the neck area, I am trying to use non-sharp tools. I'm gonna use my fingers, I'm gonna use rounded tip scissors because you don't wanna accidentally cut something that you don't want to cut. No, not yet, he is stuck to you down there. I'm trying to keep it whole. It's one of those fibrous, sticking to you lipomas. Oh my gosh, what a pain it is. It is Tommy's a bigger pain than Paul. But we're only gonna be able to evict one of them. I'm realizing it is a very fibrous lipoma. It is stuck to our skin. It's not something that's gonna easily pop out. We're about to give in and just try to pull them out in pieces.
Okay.
One little piece of Tommy, his leg. Looks much the same, though. He looks much the same. You okay?
Yeah, that was just weird. I could feel like,
You pushing?
no, like my arm.
Or your arm, your
shoulder.
your nerves, right?
Something, yeah, like
Triggered, right?
triggered.
Because I'm pulling on you. See, it's like really close to your
It's
nerves and
touching
things
my,
like that.
Yeah, I can tell.
So me going like this does that?
Yeah, yeah.
Right there?
Like I can feel it in the back of my neck.
Oh my God. He's stuck to down deep where there's important nerves and vessels. Look, he's right there. It just looks so easy.
My shoulder.
See, it's pulling on you, huh?
Yeah.
What does it feel like? It wants to lift your shoulder? Pulling.
Yeah, it feels like a rubber band.
This damn thing. Must be stuck to your nerve down there. This is a bad situation. This lipoma wound around nerves and arteries and veins. I'm closing them up.
All right.
All right, everybody? To try to remove it entirely is just not a risk that I think we should take. Just take a nice deep breath. You might just fall a little deep.
I'm a little bit worried since it's so close to my eyeball.
All you need to do is just stay still here, and I'm just gonna kind of pull on this, okay?
I'm just ready for this whole thing to be over with.
Okay, ready? It's really essentially hanging over her eye, so I'm very careful. Eyelid skin is the thinnest skin on the body, so you can't go very deep. This is also very, very close to a very important structure that I don't want to damage. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here. We're trying to remove just as little normal skin as possible so we can just get this and pop it out of a little slit here.
And then make sure that like all of it comes out so it won't come
Yeah,
after.
of course. You really think I'm just gonna take part of it? You gotta keep you looking cute. We're getting it, I see it. Cysts definitely can have funny smells. I mean, I don't react like I smell anything. I definitely don't put my nose down in there and smell it, but they usually smell something along the range of maybe like spoiled cheese or toe jam. I'm trying to keep all your eyelashes too, because I'm a woman too. I know what our eyelashes mean to us.
It's probably hard to do because it looked like it was up against.
Oh, you're
them.
right
I
up
would
against
look
your
at it.
eyelashes, girl. Almost got it. I think I almost got it in one piece, too. Come on, you're right here, little number.
Wasn't one spared.
Put that up there. Okay, I still don't know for sure what this is, so let's see. Anthony's here today. He's got a bump right smack in the middle of his face. I'm not quite sure what it is exactly, but I'm gonna find out soon because we're gonna try to remove it. Made my little line here. Make sure nothing ever hurts. And it's kind of close to your eyes, so keep your eyes closed in case something drips into it. Sometimes the numbing medicine can drip into there. I do like to take these out whole and clean. I don't know if I can do that with this one because I'm going to take it out of a smaller area, but I want to, at least it gives me an idea of what it is. You all right?
Yeah, I don't feel anything.
Good. That's the way we like it. All right, so I can see it. It's definitely a cyst, but I can't get it out of this little hole here we made. Let me see if I can wiggle around. And it's a lot bigger than what it looks like on the surface. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze it, okay? Now that I know that this is a cyst, I have to figure out the best way to remove this, creating as small a scar as possible, but also ensuring that I remove it entirely. I'm gonna give it a squeeze. Make sure nothing's ever hurting. Just gonna squeeze a lot of it out.
I don't feel anything.
Good.
I just feel you like
Pushing on you, right? I need to open it up a little bit more. But so far, we got a little bit of it. It's this cheesy kind of texture, kind of like paper pulp. So that's what all this is. This is actually not the sac, it's just the contents of it. You're doing awesome.
Thanks.
I can feel it still under there, so. See, it's like the never ending, it keeps going. Now, have you ever gotten a black eye?
I have.
You have? Have you ever gotten a black eye from a 5-foot tall girl, though?
No.
Well, just you wait. You're probably gonna have a little black eye. It's still the internal contents. That's not the sac. I can see a little of the sac wall right here. This is the sac wall here. See that? See the opening there? You see that? Okay. I've squeezed all the internal contents of the cyst out, so I've essentially deflated that balloon under the skin. Now I need to make sure that I get rid of all the sac wall, because if I don't, there's a chance that it can grow back bigger, it can grow back more complicated, and I am not gonna let a cystic sac knock me down, no way. Just trying to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, that's the sac. There we go, look at that part, hair coming out. It's like excavating. Like I'm in a cave. All right, that is a little space you had. I don't want it to like explode on me here. That's why we wear splash guards. Looks like it is so far though.
You cutting?
I am.
Oh.
Isn't that weird? Wouldn't even know,
Sure?
huh? I'm sure I am. It's amazing what you can do under local anesthesia, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Just undermining a little with my fingers. It's a much safer way to do it, you know, because you can feel and also you can really loosen something up without using anything sharp. This is literally a deep tissue massage. All right, ready? I think we're gonna get a nice little pop here.
I'm almost a little sad that I'm gonna lose part of them.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Oops, sorry, splash there.
Oh, dude. Looks like a brain just came out of your back. Really? Yeah.
Not a boob anymore?
So that's just fat, or?
It is, I'm gonna show it to you in a little bit. Maybe I'll see it. Do you feel lighter? Oh, I almost dropped him.
She almost dropped her baby.
Yikes.
You dropped my boob?
So had been a 5-second rule I would have gotten, okay? So it looked like we got it pretty much out entirely. Brandy came to visit me today. She's a wonderful young lady who has this big growth above her left breast. Really this kind of third boob. I'm trying to get this out really carefully and efficiently, but also I need to make sure she's comfortable and she's not freaking out. The fact that I'm pulling out this mass from her chest, inches away from her, using a sharp blade, a single glance would be something that you would never forget. You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I see it. I got my finger on it, so let's try to get it out here. Are you okay? Yeah, make sure you get good oxygen there. You're a woman. That makes you tough. I know you are. I know, that's why I'm stopping. I'm just trying to make sure you remember to breathe and get good oxygen in your lungs. Yes. So I'm gonna squeeze you just because I'm trying to get it out of a small little hole here, okay? You okay?
Yeah.
You're doing awesome. Gonna wiggle you around. People have asked if they can keep it. People definitely ask if they can hold it. People ask how much does that weigh? You haven't done any of those things, huh?
No.
Not necessarily. You have to pay attention to how the patient is feeling. And part of that is talking to them, too. If you're thinking about how to answer a question, you're not so thinking about what's going on. Would you say it's a he or she? I don't know. It's really important here that I protect Brandy and her mind, really. That hurts right there? I know, your nerves are getting, but you almost got him.
Good.
I just need to wrestle with him a little bit. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
But if you can handle me wrestling with him, it'll be better in the long run.
Dr. Lee was comforting me, but I started feeling like I might get sick. I really don't know if I can get through it.
Ow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you hate this. You hate this. This lipoma is a bigger problem than I expected. It's not really popping out nice and easily. It's found little nooks and crannies to kind of hide under. And I'm also aware of the fact that my pulling and pushing on her is freaking her out more. But I'm trying to get this out as quick as I can. I'm just using my fingers, nothing sharp.
Okay.
You're doing awesome, girl. You can do this. You can do anything. But he's almost all the way out here. You're doing awesome. Oh, you're over here on this side. All right, honey, all right. He's just stuck to you a little bit here. We got him, though. We're getting him. Ouch. Okay. That was the last big piece. Okay, let's take a look again. Okay. Just be careful. Even though I think it's a lipoma, it might be a cyst. So I'm gonna block myself. I was mistaken. Oh, it's a cyst. Give me a kidney basin, please. You never know when you cut into a bump what is exactly going to be in there. This is a cyst, and it's about to blow. Like oatmeal. Yours is like oatmeal.
Looks exactly like oatmeal.
It does. Just need some brown sugar or something, I don't know.
Some cinnamon.
Some cinnamon. I tried to aspirate some contents from a syringe, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. The reason that I thought it was a lipoma was because I could not imagine a cyst being that big and being right there on his shoulder. I thought for sure if that was a cyst, he would have popped it by then. Now, the only issue with these cysts is you gotta get the whole sac out.
Right,
now.
yeah,
So the sac is very thin-walled, but now it's pretty much flat. That's a good thing. All right, could take that away. Anthony is here to remove this bump on the back of his neck. It's a really tough area to remove a lipoma, but I'm hoping that it's gonna be a really nice pop. Sometimes these lipomas can be a little bit like they grab onto you. He's there, but he's like hanging on. I can already tell he's planted his feet down. He's like, okay, this is gonna be a fight. Let's see if we can do anything about it. Let's hope we can get this one out as a nice pop.
I see it. It's chicken. Yes, it is. Oh, you're popping everywhere.
Yeah.
Pop it, pop.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. He's got this thing stuck on him. Let's see, though. We're gonna get it.
Oh, she'll get it. Oh, Sandra get it.
Anthony's lipoma is wedged in there pretty deep, and that always kind of concerns me because I have to go there blindly and really try to release it from underneath, and I just don't like that idea. I mean, there's a spinal cord there, there's a lot of important structures, so I just don't like to reach under there with anything sharp and try to pull that out. I mean, it's really lodged under there, and that's always concerning to me. I think we're getting him. I think he might come out in one piece. Ooh, I felt a loosening right there.
Get this out in one piece.
That's gonna be awesome. That's the goal, right? That's when you get the
golden nugget.
Yeah. That is. But I hope so. I don't want to say too soon, but I do feel like it's coming now.
I bet.
You okay, sweetie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Push.
Oh, wow, girl, there it is. Yes, girl, yes.
Yeah.
Beauty.
I've never had a peanut gallery quite like Anthony and his daughters, but I'm not gonna let them distract me. I'm gonna get this thing out.
Cute one. Oh yeah, we have our own sound effects.
One little plum. Golden nugget. I told you that's what we're going for.
It's like a plum size.
Like a little plum.
You feeling okay? You breathing okay and everything, right? You let me know if you're ever in any distress.
I will.
Gonna carefully look. See when we see it. Just still seeing a little layer of regular fat. Let's take another little peek. This looks like a lipoma.
It looks like Belinda has a lipoma here. I just hope that it's not connected to deeper structures underneath. I hope it's not holding on to her and that I could just pop this out nice and easy.
I'm just gonna kind of loosen it up with my finger.
You're not bothering me, you're fine.
Good. You're so easygoing. Does everybody in your family tell you that?
Well, all the doctors do.
All the doctors do?
Yeah, because I don't complain about nothing.
Come out yet, but it is gonna pop. Trying to get it out of a tiny little hole here so we keep you looking cute. We got it. It wanted to come out. It was waiting. Let me put him out on this table here a minute.
This is a lipoma jackpot. When you get the lipoma out in one piece, it's so exhilarating, it's so exciting, it makes you feel good. This is why I love to remove lipomas.
Make sure we're never hurting you.
Nicole's other doctors have warned her that this could be migrated breast tissue or extra breast milk, so I don't know what I'm gonna find under here.
So it's kind of like I only see mainly fat here. It's like fat that's herniating out, which can be breast or glandular tissue. But I think we just have to take a lot of this out. See how it just wants to, it's like it wants to bulge out. All right, let me see what we got here. Look how that just wants to come out here.
And it's ready to go, isn't it?
Well, it does want to herniate right here. Like, it just wants to come out, but I don't want to take out too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to decide, I think this is glandular tissue, but I'm going to try to take out the perfect amount, and that's what I'm taking my time and kind of trimming this, okay?
Herniation means that this tissue, whatever it is pushing outward. The fact that this tissue is herniating does not tell me what type of tissue this is. It doesn't tell me if it's regular fat or breast tissue. I don't know what this is.
See this one sitting up here? It actually might even be a little bit more what we call a warty keratosis. And I just take these, I have these special scissors that have serrations in them, so it grips things really well, like especially skin tags and things.
Oh.
And there we go. There's your little friend.
Wow.
Here he is, gone.
And I didn't feel anything.
Oh, good. Well, that's the way it should be. You can actually, if once you're numb, see that? How you can just kind of scratch it off?
Yeah.
See? There you go, gone.
As I'm treating all of her bumps, I'm looking at them and making sure that they're not something that I think is at risk. Because if there is something that I think is suspicious by any means, I'm gonna send that tissue in to have it looked at.
There you go, there's another one. But now look, they're taking good care of you. Let's do a few of the smaller ones with the little laser. Because this is really where I want to do the most, because I feel like this is where you see, you know, when she wears most of her clothes. And these are the ones she's gonna be the most happy with. Everybody, okay, ready? Once, close your eyes.
A KTB laser targets dark tissue. It kind of makes it explode and it makes this popping noise that you can hear.
You see that pop? What does it smell like to you?
Ah, it smells like burned skin.
You're doing okay. It's a little bit hot, I know. Yes. Halfway through there, okay? All right, almost there, almost there. There we go. 2,473 pulses right there. Let me squeeze it. Okay, I don't know if I can get it. Ah, come on, it's stuck to you. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. We got him. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ready? This is gonna be a pop, I think. Okay. That's the way it should be, this one.
I'm curious, has nobody else tried to do it themselves here?
No.
I'm the first one.
Absolutely not. You have to.
You're so
yes,
really
you
thank
absolutely are the first one. That's actually truly my worst fear. I do not want people that watch my videos to find, you know, because I think that sometimes they watch it so much that you almost feel like you could do it because it's like from my perspective. So you're like, wow, I could do that. That doesn't look that hard. It's like slipping away from me. God, this lipoma was a pain in the butt.
I would say usually in the back, that's probably the thickest skin on our body. A lot of times there's little fibrous bands that kind of hold the lipoma in place. So because of those two things, lipomas in the back are usually a little bit more difficult to remove.
Here we go, here we go. He's coming now. Yeah, you would not be, I mean, didn't think you could do the other one by yourself, but I don't think you could do this one. Oh, see, I got him, but he's not coming. Get out of there, dude.
Sometimes I'll wiggle a lipoma as I'm pulling it out because oftentimes it's just wedged in there. In this case, I gave it a little wiggle, but it didn't fully pop out, and that's because it's stuck to deeper structures.
He's been with me for 8 years, so I don't think he's going anywhere.
He's stuck on you. Here we go, here we go. Man, you got a really, really stubborn one, just like you. You don't want to listen.
I think everyone would agree with that.
We got him. There we go, number 3.
No way.
He was stuck to you.
Wow.
Okay, cutie. You're the most important here. You should always feel comfortable. You might just feel me pushing on you, but you shouldn't feel anything sharp. Make sure I'm never hurting you, okay?
Yeah.
Good, you're doing awesome. We got a lipoma here for sure.
I'm glad I can't see it. If there was like a mirror up there, I wouldn't look at it.
You wouldn't look at it?
No.
Don't need to look at it. I'm just gonna try to get rid of some of the fibrous connections. It's like stuck to you here. I'm just gonna release it a little bit with my fingers, moving it around, see if I can't squeeze it out even. You're doing awesome. You can see there's little connections and fibrous bands, so I'm just trying to break them up here. Your boob is out.
Yay!
It is out.
If you find my car keys in there, let me know.